Well, hello, everybody. This is Greg Bray. I'm president of Blue Tangerine Solutions, and it's a pleasure to be with you today and to have a chance to talk a little bit about local search. At Blue Tangerine Solutions, we feel like local search is a real up-and-coming opportunity for small businesses to make sure that they can be found online. And I wanted to take just a few minutes today and run through some quick secrets on how to get set up and get started using local search. Well, first of all, when we talk about local search, what are we talking about? Usually when we refer to local search, what you're talking about are search engine results that have to do with a location. Here's the example. The Tangerine Solutions is located in Melbourne, Florida, and so I did a quick search for pizza in Melbourne, FL. And you can see here that at the top of the search results page in Google, we have this local business results. And we've got a map, and then you've got a half dozen results next to that map that are actually marked on the map and have those links. So those are the local search results. Then down below that, you kind of have the more traditional search engine results for those same keywords. Certainly, we're not dismissing the importance of the standard search engine optimization here, but you'll notice that the local results are on top. And so if you can work to make sure that your business is listed there, then obviously it's going to improve your visibility in the search engine and therefore drive more traffic to your site. Who are the providers for local search? Well, it's the same big three for search engines. You've got Google, and you find that with Google Maps as well as Google Places. Yahoo Local, as well as their Maps product, and of course Microsoft Bing. In addition to these primary providers, there are a lot of other smaller, more localized directories and such that also come into play. Now, when you're talking about working with local search, the same search engine optimization principles are still going to apply. The search engines are still looking for the keywords that they find on your website in order to determine what your site is about and what kind of searches are relevant for your site. We have more information about particular search engine optimization techniques, especially for small businesses, at a previous webinar, and you can see that on our website, bluetangerine-solutions.com/webinar in our on-demand library. I encourage you to take a look at that when you have a chance. Looking at your site, think about these location-based keywords and see whether or not you find them within the content of your site. For example, if you serve particular geographic areas, do you have those listed somewhere? Do you have zip codes in your site content that will help someone who searches on, for example, pizza and the zip code if you're a pizza place? One really quick trick to get some relevant location-based information on your site that's really quite easy is to simply put your company's address on the footer of every page. Immediately, what do you get? You get city, state, and zip, as well as the street name, which may even become relevant for certain searches. And you get that immediately on every page of your site. It's a useful content for people visiting your site to know where you're located, and it will also impact these local search keyword rankings. Now, if there's other particular locations that you want to work in, you may have to revamp some of the content or set up some special pages for those. A really interesting tool that we like, and it's not a tool that we created, is one found at 5minutesite.com/local_keywords.php. This tool actually lets you put in a particular zip code, and then it gives you the opportunity to specify a radius, and it gives you all the city names and other zip codes that fall within that radius. So getting started with setting up these local search is really about creating an account. With traditional search engine optimization, the search engine spiders just come and index your website. But with local search, you need to actually go out and create a local search account. This is the page for Microsoft Bing. This is bing.com/local. And you'll notice hidden down at the very bottom is a link for add or change your business listing in the local listing center. This is where you would start that process of creating an account. And I believe that these things are a little bit hidden, but if you take a few minutes and look for them, you can find them, but this hopefully will just kind of help move you a little bit faster. So the Bing link is there at the bottom of the page. This is the Yahoo local page, and it's scrolled down to the bottom, and Yahoo hides it even more than Bing does. But if you look all the way in the bottom footer, under local resources, there's a tiny link for add a business. And that's the starting point for getting started setting up in Yahoo. Get your business into their directory. And then finally, with Google, and we'll go a little bit deeper into Google. If you just go to google.com local, you'll get a link here about putting your business on Google Maps. Or if you go directly to google.com/places, which is another name for it, you'll go straight to the setup screen. So Google's made a lot of changes in the last few months. So even those who may have studied this topic recently, you may find that there's some new things available in Google. So I want to take just another minute or two just to kind of drill down a little bit further into some of the features available within Google. So when you come to the Google Places page, there's the link on the right, create an account now. And this is actually creating a standard Google account. So if you already have a Google account, you can go ahead and log in and start that process of setting up your Google Places business listing. Sometimes when you're out searching, some businesses already show up in Google even though these accounts have never been set up. You can tell that if you see your business and it's just got the edit link, as we see in version number 1 here. But in version number 2, you'll see there's a different link for claim your business. This means that this is a business that Google had enough information about to go ahead and try and set up, but it hasn't been claimed by a business owner. Now, what's interesting about all of these local accounts is there's a verification process. Somebody can't just set up any old business that they want to. And the way that these processes or these accounts are verified is either through usually a phone call or through a postcard that's sent to the business address that you use to create the account. So when you start thinking about this process of setting up, realize this isn't necessarily just a 5-minute process. You may have to wait for a postcard to come in the mail in order to complete it. And that's how they confirm that you are the real business owner. Now, the challenge with the phone validation is that it is an automated tool that makes the call. And so if you have the kind of phone system that has maybe an automated attendant or a menu where somebody has to pick an option before they can get to you, then the phone validator may not work because it may not be able to process your menus and get to a person to respond to their prompts. So you may need to pick the postcard option in that case. Once you claim that, or once you verify your business by putting in the code you receive on the postcard, then you get full access to the account and the ability to go ahead and edit and update it. Now, this is an example of the Google Places page for Blue Tangerine Solutions, just to give you an idea of what kinds of things are there once it's set up properly. So you've got the basic business information kind on the left, an opportunity to upload a small logo file. You get the map based on the address that you put in, the opportunity to put in some categories, which can, again, influence those search terms, a description. You can designate the area that you serve. You can upload different photos and videos related to your business. The Google imagery of the location shows up there as well. And there's a little bit more information down below. But also, Google also has other ads on there that are related to their particular business, which is something to keep in mind as well. So this is kind of what your listing is going to end up looking like once you're done with Google. And then here's some information about the admin that the Places offer you. So within Google Places, you can see how many people have looked at your site or seen your ads, for your site. You can see how many people clicked on it. You can see there in the middle, you have the opportunity to create coupons that can show up on your site. And then Google is also starting to integrate some additional features that do have some fees involved as far as featured listings for your coupons and such. But this is something that every small business needs to be aware of, because as people continue to search more and more for local businesses, then it's just going to continue to be important to have your accounts configured on these local sites and have them accurate with the right keywords so you can maximize your exposure. So some homework for you, those who have taken the time to listen to us today, just start doing some test searches, see where you show up, what kind of keywords are out there. Maybe you'll be surprised at how well you do, and maybe you'll be disappointed to see that you're nowhere to be found. But you need to start with understanding where things are now. And then go ahead and get started with your local search accounts. Set them up on Google, Yahoo, and Microsoft Bing, and then let the leads roll in. Well, thanks everybody for your time today. If there are other questions, feel free to reach out and contact me. Again, this is Greg Bray from Blue Tangerine Solutions. Contact information is on the screen, and we certainly appreciate your time and hope you have a great day.